Boyd said that during the Labah Deform Con-Salt-ta-tions, the Rapacious Creature proved how mischievously coward he really is. She said that Tomatay Skerrit used labahrites like torshon twizin to push his selfish election tiefing agenda, but he deliberately avoided the entire west coast. The helper said just how Assani Knights deliberately avoids Bendweak by the Mahaut jetty, because he always wants something. Boyd said that Tomatay Skerrit had community-level deform Con-Salt-ta-tions in Possie de Graveyard, Londonderry, Canefield, Goodwill, Marigot and Kalinago Territory. The Con-Salt-ta-tion for the people from Coulibistrie to Scott's Head was held at the Goodwill Parish Hall. She said it was deliberate because didn't have a Con-Salt-ta-tion at least at the Layou Resource Center or the Mahaut Primary Bakery School. Because he was afraid that the people of Bawi would show up and give their horror stories of the early morning of December 5, 2019. Tomatay Skerrit didn't want the observers to hear about he trying to kill the Bawi people in their sleep. The helper said not how Lil Willy Tony's bird likes to vet to choke her to sleep. Boyd said from Londonderry to Canefield had 4 Con-Salt-ta-tions, while from Dublanc to Canefield had none. She said Tomatay Skerrit has demonstrated that he is afraid of Bawi people, and he knows that they will never let December 5, 2019 go to rest. The helper said just how Tomatay Skerrit is refusing to give Kian Alexander's parents his remains to lay him to rest. The chef said that the series of deformed Con-Salt-ta-tions have left use with some very funny desperate Labah moments. She said that child predator Pastor Benji called the Wednesday walkers demonic, but he was caught demonizing a lil boy's backdoor, while Twet Francine was bending over backwards to funny-cake herself into the office of president. The helper said that Tomatay Skerrit is giving Dublanc a state funeral, because he knew that Dublanc took it very hard when he chose Twet Francine to replace Ayatollah Charlo over her. The chef said that Mono Nathan Sabin stuttered away from Moonlight at Bend's to Londonderry, because Ito and Lennox Linton were at the Con-Salt-ta-tion. Jono said that he prefer national ID card, because his voter ID card will lost. She said but it was ol' mass at the Goodwill Parish Hall, where carpetbagger Vince, his femme doer, de Badventist cab sec, greedy Missy and de Mosquito pupa capitalin staged the biggest Labah embarrassment. Milk from Sen Joe was a total nuisane and Binta de sanitary engineer from Canefield was too high to make her scripted contribution. The helper said while underneath Pam was singing for her to tife more from the school feeding program. The chef said that Labah couldn't take their scripted crap to Marigot, because carpetbagger Vince and the others knew that their slackness would never be tolerated. Even Cousin Lynn and others who were paid to clap stayed quiet. Farmer Edmund sold out the clappers. She said that Tomatay Skerrit used the announcement of the arrogant, selfish, Bido-Catholic Sylvanie as his presidential nominee to enter the Kalinago Territory, because he knew that the poor road conditions, poor health care and the used $10 million from Hugo Chavez would come up. She said but Guo Joan from Delasays put the ignorant icing on the cake. Guo Joan who takes all the ration and build materials for herself, wants to call the kitchen dirty. Guo Joan even opened a ration shop. Guo Joan who told her daughter don't come back to Dominica under Labah, wants to call the kitchen dirty. The helper said to tell Guo Joan to go clean the dirty sewage water from de Fintoma ghetto apartments going into the burial ground. Saquiegua. The assistant chef said that Flashy Claudy continues to move like he an untouchable, simply because he has his Musa boys and dirty money. She said but Flashy Claudy is not powerful anywhere, not at work, at play and not in bed. The helper said that Flashy Claudy, Necklace Shanks and Lil Willy Tony are competing to see who is the number bedroom tickler. The assistant chef said that Flashy Claudy is still selling licenses to international rogues, but he is no longer bringing his cut into Dominica. They are sent to his female money mules in the US. She said the kitchen is aware that Flashy Claudy is planning to send Miss Lee overseas to do some pickups for him, while No Magic Orlando and others are picking up young women for him to use them. The helper said but Flashy Claudy picks up his girly men for himself, because he doesn't like being rushed when he is be hushed. Boyd said that she wants to know which pastor from the north who wants to dip all the young females in his congregation like Oreo cookie in milk.